Hey, welcome to Terranel Designs. I'm Sam Nelson, and each week we redesign an outdoor living space to fit the individual style and needs of the homeowner. I'll walk you through my design process and get you some tips along the way. If you find this video helpful, please take a minute to hit like and subscribe. That really helps. And if you're looking to upgrade your outdoor living space, head on over to our website, terraneldesigns.com, and click Get Started. All right, let's get to it. Today's design, we have a huge grade change. When we walk out the back of this property, there's a few steps down to a big paver patio, and then there is over a 6-foot drop on a pretty big pitch leading down to the rest of the yard. Now these homeowners, they want to add some retaining walls to kind of keep that slope back a little bit. There's a couple different options that we're going to explore. And then ultimately we want to have a nice poolscape area on that lower section. So really dropping that poolscape down about 6 feet from the existing patio. Let's take a look at one of the designs and then I'll meet you back here. For this design, we're working with a relatively smaller poolscape because we want to make sure that we have enough room around the pool. Since the main patio and the pool are going to be separate, we want to make sure that we're not just maximizing our water space, that we still have room to live around the pool. We want to be able to get some furniture down there and some additional features. Now, there's a couple different ways that we can go about this. So the first way that you saw in the design is to have a huge 6-foot wall. Essentially, we have a staircase that wraps around the side of the poolscape. We push into that hill, that grade, as much as possible, and we create a 6-foot wall where we can have a large lower patio with the pool. Now, there are a couple drawbacks to a design like this. When you have a wall that's that tall, you really want to make sure that it's built properly, of course. So you're going to have a lot more permitting involved. You're going to need structural engineers to decide how that wall is built. And the permitting process to make sure that that wall is safe is going to be much more intensive. The other thing is we want to make sure that we have a railing up on top. That is going to be code in most places, but also just for safety. Whether that is a traditional railing or you use a cable rail for a more modern finish. If you don't want to impede your view, you could also use like glass panels. That's going to be something that needs to be kept clean if you really want it to look nice. So it's a little bit more maintenance. But that's a really great way to not interrupt your view. Another way we could tackle this would be to have a multi-tiered wall. We could break that 6-foot wall up into a couple 3-foot sections so that we have enough room for some planters in between. As long as the walls stay below a certain height, you don't need those same structural components that you would if it's a big 6-foot wall. And the same with the railing. If we're only a certain height, depending on your municipality, you don't actually need a railing in this situation. So you can keep more of like an open, clean view. Now, I would recommend making sure that we have a planter in between the paver patio and the edge of that wall, just for safety. We want kind of a warning track. Now, something like this structurally is certainly going to be more achievable, and the permitting process is going to be a lot simpler. However, that does eat into your space. We're not able to kind of eat into that hill quite as much, so we don't have as much room around the pool deck as we would in the design where we have the one large wall. All right, well, that wraps it up for this week. I hope you guys found some value in this video. If so, please take a minute to hit like and subscribe. That really helps. If you have any questions or requests on videos that you'd like to see in the future, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're looking to kick your backyard up a notch, please head on over to our website, terraneldesigns.com, and click Get Started. Until next week, I'm Sam, and this is Terranel Designs.